Stay with me because what happened at 2:17 a.m. changed everything. It started like every love story you think will last forever. I met my husband on a random Tuesday. Nothing special, nothing dramatic, just two people who laughed a little too hard at the same joke. He wasn't the loud type, he was calm, observant, the kind of man who remembers small things like how I liked my tea or the exact way I pronounced certain words. And honestly, I fell fast. Within 6 months, we moved in together. In other words, we got married. Everyone said it was too soon. But when something feels right, you don't always wait for permission, do you? The first few weeks were perfect. Soft mornings, late night talks, cooking together in the kitchen like we were meant to be. But then, something changed. At first, it was small. Then he started waking up at exactly 2:17 a.m. every night, not sometimes, not occasionally, every single night. I asked him about it. He just smiled and said, "I'm just a light sleeper." But it didn't feel like that because he didn't just wake up. He would sit up in bed and just stare, not at me, not at his phone, but at the door, like he was waiting for something or someone. I tried to ignore it. You know how we do when we don't want to ruin something good. But then one night, I heard it, a soft knock at exactly 2:17 a.m. 3 gentle taps. Knock, knock, knock. I froze. Daniel sat up immediately, like he had been expecting it. I whispered, "Did you hear that?" He didn't answer. He just got out of bed and walked towards the door. Slowly, too calmly, like this was normal. My heart was racing so fast, I thought it would wake the whole neighborhood. I followed him, but when he opened the door, there was no one there. Empty hallway, silent, cold. He stood there for a few seconds. Then he closed the door and walked back to bed like nothing happened. No explanation, no reaction, nothing. The next morning, I brought it up. He looked confused. "What knocked?" he asked. That's when I felt it. That uncomfortable feeling in your chest when something doesn't add up. It didn't stop. Every night, 2:17 a.m., 3 knocks, and every time Daniel would get up, open the door, no one there. I started losing sleep, started questioning myself. Maybe I was imagining it, maybe stress, maybe anxiety. Until one night, I decided not to follow him. I stayed in bed and I listened. The knock came. My husband got up, opened the door, but this time, instead of silence, I heard a voice, a woman's voice, very soft, whispering. I couldn't make out the words, but I heard it clear. as day. My whole body went cold. I sat up slowly, walked toward the door, and what I saw, I still can't fully explain. My husband wasn't alone. There was no full figure, no clear person, but something was there. A shadow, standing too close to him, almost like they were familiar. I gasped, and just like that, it disappeared. Gone. My husband turned and looked at me, and for the first time, I saw fear in his eyes. That night, he finally told me the truth, and I wish he hadn't. He said, "Before me, there was someone else. Her name was Amara. They had lived in that same apartment, loved each other deeply, planned a future, but one night she died in that house at exactly 2:17 a.m. I felt my stomach drop. I asked him how. He hesitated, then said something that still chills me. She said someone was knocking. After her death, the knocks started, and they never stopped. I packed my things the next day. I couldn't stay. I didn't even argue. Something you don't fight, you run from. But here is the part that still doesn't make sense. The part that keeps me up at night. 2 weeks after I left, my husband called me, crying, shaking, terrified. He said the knocks stopped. I didn't understand. Isn't that a good thing? I asked him. And then he said something I will never forget. They didn't stop, he whispered. They moved. That same night, at exactly 2:17 a.m., I heard a knock. I heard it. It was so real. It came, knock, 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 exactly like it usually is. From inside my new apartment, right behind my bedroom door. And the worst part, I lived alone.